in the name of Allah the Beneficent, the most merciful. I'm gonna make a quick video today about making a profit, also selling cars. The car business is a lucrative business. Cars are sold every day, and people buy cars every day. But when you're in the department of sales, and you selling to the public, then you have to deal with the public genuinely. Being a salesman is just not about making a profit. Not at all. It's about learning how cars function, fixing them properly, and then selling them to your client. Because when you sell a good product, it needs no advertisement. But you can best believe this, where the advertisement come in is when they refer people to you from their experience of dealing with you. That's good business. And if you go somewhere and you like the spot, what are you gonna do? You're gonna tell somebody else about it. That's just common sense. You know, so when you're dealing with selling cars, it's not about buying a junk car and then putting a problem on somebody else. Absolutely not. It's about buying a car that you say, okay, this car got equity in it. You know what I'm saying? But it need a little bit of work that I can do, and I'ma do it. And this one thing that I always say, that when you work on your own car, you know it's done right. You know it's done right. And when you work on your cars, it's gonna be some things that you may definitely need. Like I picked this up right here. This is a battery tender. I love this thing right here. This is a good device. This device, it charges your car to 100%. But you can also keep it, like like with Benzes, you can't let them batteries die. You just can't let them die. You know, it'll blow a fuse or something. You know what I'm saying? But if you got a motorcycle or a car that you want to keep charged over the winter, you might have a Corvette in there in your garage. You might want to keep the battery charged, over the winter. You can put this on your battery, put it on flood, and just put it on there and leave it. It's gonna put enough, it's gonna charge it to 100%. But it's gonna keep your battery, it's gonna keep sending current to that battery to keep that battery at 100% as long as you got them cables on there. So you can put this on your motorcycle for the winter. You can put it on your car for the winter. You know what I'm saying? And it's safe. And what I like about this right here is that you can't mess up with the positive and negative, because this right here got a fail safe in it that if you put it on the wrong battery cable, nothing is gonna happen. It's gonna identify that and it's gonna shut it down. It's not gonna spark. You know what I'm saying? So this right here is a nice device that every mechanic should have right here. And I also got one that you can charge your battery up. That car, I think I paid about $345 for that. For the bigger charger, you know what I'm saying, for bigger projects, you know what I'm saying, because I try to cut every cost that I possibly can out as far as me selling cars. I don't buy batteries. I refurbish my own batteries. You know what I'm saying? And I got the charger to do that. You know, I refurbish my own batteries. For these cars, I haven't bought no battery. I refurbish the batteries myself, and they just like brand new. And then when you refurbish them, you just put the battery tender on it. So if somebody want to buy it, or you know what I'm saying, you want to put it in the car, it's a brand new battery you got. Literally. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they do. They refurbish your battery. That's where they take your battery. They don't throw them batteries away. They refurbish your battery and then sell them back to you. Well, I know I refurbish my own batteries. I try to cut costs as much as possible. Now this right here, I bought this from my queen's son. yesterday and needed it today because I got a Pontiac that I bought from my cousin. The battery keep dying on it. You know what I'm saying? So I had to put another car in the backyard. So I had to move some cars around, and that car right there was it was dead. So I said, I'm gonna test it out. So I took the Stanley. My queen plugged it up to the battery, you know what I'm saying, so she can learn how to, well, she already know how to do it, you know what I'm saying, but she might need this one day, so she plugged it up to the positive and negative, turned it on, you know what I'm saying, and I went in the car and it cranked right up. This is a powerful little device right here, you know what I'm saying. They got the, I think it's called a NOCO, you know what I'm saying. I seen a NOCO that my brother Ty, you know what I'm saying, got, you know what I'm saying. I liked it that one. I'm saying, I want that, you know what I'm saying, but God blessed me with this one right here, and this worked just as well. That car started right up with this Stanley right here, Fat Max. You know what I'm saying? This is called a Stanley Fat Max. You know what I'm saying? Got the good durable cables right here. You know what I'm saying? And it's light. You know what I'm saying? Like I got one of the big heavy ones that I got in the basement. You know what I'm saying? One of the old fashioned ones. You know what I'm saying? But people are not even using that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like technology is always moving. You know what I'm saying? It's always expanding. You know what I'm saying? So this is what they're using today, and it worked. Trust me. Nah. This is what I want to show you. That this is a gear shifter that's going in this Benz right here. This is a gear shifter that I bought. I went and picked it up today. But my point is, I took the gear shifter out myself, and I'm going to reinstall it myself. So, who's being charged? Nobody. I'm charging myself for my labor. You know, when you start to do things on your own, you cut so much cost and learn so much valuable skills that I can't fathom the importance of doing for self and learn how to do things on your own. Stop depending on somebody else to do something for you that you can definitely do for yourself. For yourself. So I always say that self-education is the most reliable and durable information that you can receive in your lifetime. I don't have to ask nobody, hey man, can you come put my gear shifter in? Can you take my ignition switch out? Man, can you take, man, I really not, hey, can you, because people don't have an urgency to make money, it seems like today. You know what I'm saying? People don't have an urgency to keep their word today for some reason. You know what I'm saying? But you got some that do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you can't never get back time, you don't want to waste your time on waiting on somebody to come do something when you need to be doing something else, but they stalling, you know what I'm saying? So you wait on them the whole day and they didn't even show up. I got tired of that because I'm not a procrastinator. I like to get stuff done that need to be done. Done. Period. You know what I'm saying? You only got 24 hours in a day. That's a short window. You gonna sleep 8. So how much time do you really have? I try to get started early as possible. Even with a damaged hand. Even with my hand, I can't even ball it up, but I do as much as I still possibly can because I try to work through pain. I try to work through injury. I try to work through anything that's trying to enable me or stop me from reaching my goal, because I'm not gonna let nothing or no one stop the blessings that God got before me. If I gotta crawl to the goal line, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Crawl to the goal line. But by no means am I gonna ever give up. Absolutely not. Was it painful working with his hand? Absolutely it was. Hell yeah it was. You got so much strength in this hand, you trying to squeeze, you know what I'm saying, and it's hurting, but you still got to get it done. Lifting up the garage, you got to get it done. This gear shifter right here costs a lot of money to buy it, and it costs a lot of money to install it. It's a lot of time that's involved with it, and it's a lot of labor, cost that's involved with it. But how you get rid of that is do it yourself. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna end this video. Stop depending on people doing things for you that you can do for yourself. When you cut out the middleman, now it's just you and God. And when you start working on certain things and you asking God to guide you, you will be surprised how God will answer you. Because you're gonna start figuring out things like, damn, I done figured this out. Oh, I got the answer to that now. Oh, I got it. Because you are in perfect alignment with yourself. And you are in perfect alignment with God. Because he wants to feed you like that. That's how he showed himself. That's how belief in you for him exists. Because didn't nobody else tell you that? Didn't nobody tell you that? You know God told you that. You can only depend on God for every answer that you need. You don't need nobody to tell you really nothing. If your connection with God is strong and you're sincere about what you're doing and you want to be a good person in this world, God will answer everything that you need to know. And that is a fact. That's why you're like, now, how did he get way up there that quick? It wasn't him, it was God. It was God. So start doing things on your own and watch how heaven and earth meet for you, for me, for us. I'm working on a Magnum RT, a GT, a 2008 Pontiac GT. I'm working on a Lexus, a 2000 Lexus 300. I'm working on a 2008 Malibu. And I'm working on a 2008 C40 Benz. All these cars are gonna bring me a very serious profit. And it's about buying cars that people can afford. Everybody can't purchase a $50,000 and $60,000 car. I mean, you can go buy one, but you're gonna be tied in with the bank. You know what I'm saying? Or a note. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of smart people like to buy their cars cashed out. You know what I'm saying? They like to cash their cars out because all you gotta do now is pay for insurance and maintenance. That's it. And stack your bread. You know what I'm saying? But if you have the money to buy what you really want, by all means, buy it. You know what I'm saying? You only live once. We only live once. You know? And enjoy this to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? So if you have the means to buy what you want to buy, all praise due to Allah, then you buy what you want to buy. But if you don't try to live outside of your means. You know? And when you buy cars, make sure you buy cars from good, reliable mechanics, you know what I'm saying? Good, reliable salesmen. That's going to actually sell you a car that's worth buying. You know what I'm saying? That's actually worth it. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, they'll sell you a lemon or they'll sell you a problem. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the money and roll out, you know what I'm saying? Then when you call them, they got a whole bunch of complaints about the car. You know what I'm saying? They beat you complaining about it. You know what I'm saying? But that's not good business. You know what I'm saying? Good business is selling somebody something that's gonna last. You know what I'm saying? Selling somebody something that's worth buying. You know what I'm saying? They got equity in it. You know what I'm saying? In case they wanted to give it to their daughter, give it to their son, give it to their cousin. You know what I'm saying? If they wanted to give it away once they bought another car, that car is still healthy enough to run. And when you also buy cars, like I put a lot of, you know, I get oil changes, valve cover gaskets, you know what I'm saying, needed. You know what I'm saying? I put spark plugs in. I go the extra mile on my car because I want to make sure that I satisfy my customer. And I don't like returns. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's if it's a return, then that's on me. That's on me. That's something that I didn't cover. You know? So I try to do things appropriate, and I try to do things honest, and I strive to do things within the guidelines of good business, because that's the only business that's really gonna survive and last, is good business. You can be a shady person all day, but I guarantee you won't last. You just won't last. You know. So I want to just stress that doing for self is important. Doing for self is valuable in learning the skill. And doing for self erases the middleman. It erases them. Like, in our community, we have access through the most honorable Elijah Muhammad to go to Africa, to go to countries where he made friendships in all walks of life, to actually buy goods and bring here and sell. But by us not being financial literate, we can't even see those opportunities that even exist before us. So what we do, we always accept somebody doing something for us. So therefore, when you say, okay, the Chinese store, they get their stuff cheap. Yeah, because they deal with their own people over there. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Indians, you know what I'm saying? They get all their stuff cheap. They get all these little tax, you know, all this little stuff that these little perks they get when they come over here. So what? If you establish a healthy relationship overseas, overseas, who say that we can't secure business overseas and get it at a good rate? So therefore, we cutting out the middleman. We going straight to the manufacturer and getting it ourselves. Who said we can't do that? The most honorable Elijah Muhammad did it. And he made a way and it made a path for us. You know, you got some people that stay on Kinsman and gonna die on Kinsman and never leave Kinsman. You know, that's a slave. You got some people that's gonna be born and raised in Cleveland and never gonna leave Cleveland and gonna die in Cleveland. Man, you got 57,255,000 square miles of land that's on this planet Earth. You mean to tell me I gotta stay just in Cleveland? Hell no. No, sir. We make friendship in all walks of life. So, I'm gonna leave with this, with two things. Self-education is the most durable and reliable information that you can receive in your lifetime. Also, poverty has no color, nor does success.